We are rocking into round 4 of the GRC with a matchup between two teams who are yet to pick up a victory. It is the Exeter Chiefs who are at home. They'll be taking on the All Flakes. Between them, they've played 5 matches. Between them, they've won none. Someone is going to get on the board tonight. It's the Chiefs and the All Flakes, and it is for round 4 of the GRC. Hello everyone and welcome along to your home of rugby with the Global Rugby Challenge or the Subscriber Series, where you guys take the field against the world's elite. Today we have a really intriguing game to see if one of these two sides can pick up a W. The Exeter Chiefs, they are 0-3 and they have been thumped by everyone they have met like it is a dark alley out there. They kicked off their season against the Flakes. They went down 24-14 before they went up against Leinster. That one was worse. It was 37 points to 12. And then, just to cap it all off, the Pacific Tower come along. 33 points to 7 later. They were thumped by them as well. This is a good Exeter Chiefs side, don't get me wrong. On paper, it should be performing well, better, but they're yet to really pick it up this season. Their team is unchanged from the previous encounters. Moon, Yendall and Williams will be the front row with Hill and Price in the middle of the pack. Simmons, Kevsich and Ewers will be the back row. Into the back line, Nick White will start alongside Joe Simmons with Sam Hill and Ian Whitten in midfield. O'Flaherty will be on the left wing. It will be, of course, the amazing Jack Noel on the right. And, of course, you can't go past Stuart Hogg at fullback. All the tools are there, but can they finally put them to action? Speaking of a team with all the tools there, it is the back-to-back defending champions, the All Flakes. That's right, this team is 0-2. They had a bye as well in there, so it's hard to really give these guys too much stick up. They kicked off their season against the Pacific Tower. That was a 35-28 shock loss to the newcomers in the competition. After that, they had the bye, and then last round, they took on the Guardians of the Crib. This one was really close until the last quarter of the game, where the Guardians of the Crib absolutely hammered home. 26 points to 10, the final score, and the All Flakes were 0-2 after 3 rounds. Now into round 4, they kicked the round off, looking to get their season underway. A number of changes in the side, and many will be pleased about some of these. Shady Tree Walker will remain on the loose head side of the front row. Nicholas Friedlander, the captain, starts finally at hooker. Ben Bobs will be on the tight end side. Javan Fonity will start in the second row alongside Max Parkhill, with Mark Tommy at 6, Isaac Drew at 7, and Akada Commander remains at number 8. Corey Davidson comes in to play scrum half, and he'll partner Samara Coop in the halves combination, with Reinhard Dakoka at the inside centre. Ike Wrigley will be at 13. On the left wing will be Liam Symes-Wells, Christian Catley, the old firm on the 2 wings. He's on the right, and will be Christian Dakoka at the back for the All Flakes as they look to get their season underway. Someone, surely, please, we'll get a victory here tonight. We'll have the All Flakes, or we'll have Exeter getting the season underway. It's round 4, but it's never too late. All ready to go. Here is the All Flakes playing in the black and white, and it will be Exeter playing in the straight white strips for tonight's matchup. A heavy wind going from right to left, as you can see on screen there now, and it's Samara Coop with the ball on halfway for the All Flakes. Big pressure here now for this team as the game is underway. A referee gives us time on, and Samara Coop kicks high, and straight away it's stolen away from Harry Williams, and the tight end prop goes rumbling up to halfway. What a start for the Exeter Chiefs. Now here's Kevsich inside ball to Yendall. This is an electric opening here from the home team. Popped away to Hill, and Sam Hill has kicked us away. First chance to attack now for the All Flakes, and it's Liam Symes-Wells. He's thrown it away. Big chance now for the Chiefs as they carve it up midfield. Simmons out wide. Big ball now, and a chance for O'Flaherty. Takes on two defenders. Oh, fullback Dakoka has turned this over for the All Flakes. Catastrophe averted. Oh, is it? Hang on to the phone, everyone. Commander. Oh, it's desperate. It's disastrous. It's catastrophe for the All Flakes. As Fonity does probably the sensible thing there and just puts the ball dead in goal. It's a 5-metre scrum to the Chiefs. What has happened to the All Flakes? Ball is fed from Nick White. 5 metres out of the Chiefs. Ewers holds it. White goes to his right and they spread it out to the right hand side. There's a big chance. Not quite enough from Hill. Oh, Liam Sonswells! He's turned it over. Outside of 22 he goes. Kicks over the head of Hogg. The wind will carry this. Sonswells needs to charge. It was a try. It was a certain try for Sonswells. But the wind carries the ball over the sideline. And that will be a let-off for the Chiefs, who, to be fair, should have scored themselves. Yendall throws to the back. Kevsich, he's the money man. They hold it up. Now it's Sam Simmons going to Noel. Noel cuts it back in field as Williams gets the ball nicely away to Joe Simmons this time.
Release.
Exeter look to fight their way out of their 22. Out one through Whitton. Numbers here to get it to O'Flaherty. O'Flaherty takes on the big defensive here, Max Parkhill, who found himself lunging out wide to do some defensive work. Here's Johnny Hill. They go through the back line again and cutting them up with Simmons. Not for the first time tonight. Dakota at the back makes the tackle. Up to halfway go the Exeter Chiefs. Ewers gets a run on. They change directions, but it's straightening it up nicely. Ben Moon. Supporters there nicely from Kevsich. Out wide, Catney makes the tackle. They keep it in field. Going wide to Simmons. Parkhill. Oh, Max Parkhill. Under no circumstances should he been able to make that tackle. Max Parkhill has just saved the All Flakes. Joe Simmons was in for the try, and Parkhill saves the day. Here is Liam Sykes-Wells looking for a charge. It's a strong wind, and he may have got more distance firing it out the other way if he wanted, but goes back over the line out. And again, it's Exeter who have the ball in possession in the All Flakes half. They go to the back, and once again it's Matt Kevsich. They double around the back with Nick White. They go out wide from Joe Simmons, finding it there to Sam Hill. Hill gets up towards the 22, but it's then Sykes-Wells again that, oh, he throws the ball away. Not for the first time tonight by the All Flakes. Out wide they go. Big chance for Johnny Hill. Tries to get away from Simon Coop, and he doesn't quite manage it. Right on the 22, Tom Price met heavily in a big tackle. Fonity this time doing the damage. Sampson's also a pop pass inside to Johnny Hill again. Parkhill's over it. Chance to the All Flakes, but they don't see the ball on their side. Pick and go now from White to say, fire it out wide. Here's the chance. Waits into the corner. He's got no. No will go in. No. No try. Jack Noel hammered. Big tackle. Defensive work from Christian Dakota. Saves the day again for the All Flakes. Not for the first time the All Flakes have had a hero here. Now Commander, away to Simon Coop. He's going to smash this downfield. And look out, it's Liam Sykes-Wells up against O'Flaherty. Who will win this? Sykes-Wells and O'Flaherty. It's a try. Try. Liam Sykes-Wells scores. Where did that come from? All the pressure in the world, and this time the educated boots of Summer Coop guides the All Flakes to the opening try. What a punt it was. He could not have positioned that any better if he tried. What a punt away. Summer Coop, absolutely brilliant. And who was chasing hard? But the 211s, Tom O'Flaherty and Liam Sykes-Wells racing together. It was inch for inch in the pace race, but the dive of Sykes-Wells was too good for Tom O'Flaherty. Well, it is super hard to believe that the All Flakes are actually leading this game. They have been dominated from start to finish, but the two big chances created from clearing kicks that the Exeter Chiefs have just not looked after. It is 7-0. Simmer Coop adds the extras. And this is By far one of the craziest matches we've seen in the GRC so far. Short Hog gets us back underway. The short little kick, and Street Walker throws the desperate pass out wide. Now here he is again, Sammer Coop. Coop running, and Coop goes straight into traffic. No one in the back though, as Symes Wells picks up again, and then Symes Wells skating away to the corner. He's thrown it to Cadley. The two wingers combine nicely on the 10-metre line. Slow ball coming back here for Fonte. Goes away to Catley again. And, oh, he swings through it as Catley. Catley down the wing. A little grubber kick up behind, and Catley will score. Oh, wow, what a try. The two wingers of the All Flakes are having a field day here against the Exeter Chiefs. No chance he was allowed down that hole. Fonte picks up. What's this? Out of my way. Skips past support tackle of Harry Williams. There was the notice what that chance could be. You've got to give credit now to Javard Fonte. He was the one that spotted this mismatch. It was a prop up against the winger. No space, but some tidy footwork from Christian Catley. Gives him the chance, puts a little grubber past Stuart Hogg, and scoots into the corner. What a half of rugby this has been. Not deserved at all for the All Flakes, this lead. But it is what they have. Here is Sammer Coop from the sidelines. Another good kick from the fly half. The All Flakes lead 14-0. I don't know how and I don't know why, but they have somehow come from nowhere twice to steal 2 tries. And on the flip side, how have the Exeter Chiefs not done the same thing? They have dominated this game inside the All Flakes 22, yet they have come away with no reward. 5 line breaks to 3. And when you put in the fact that their Liam Symes Wells kick dwindled into touch late, that would have been the 3rd try. It would have been the opening try, but it would have been that 3rd line break chance that was turned into points. The All Flakes are kicking. They're desperate to get the ball out of their half, but they are struggling, and it is only X-Factor breakaways and lucky bounces that are getting the job done. The try to Catley, beautifully executed, beautiful mismatch spotted, but they are struggling against this Chiefs team, and it should be only a matter of time before the Chiefs actually turn that advantage into points. The All Flakes, though, look good on the scoreboard, and they look rather good through the stats as well if they can keep this together. It's 14-0. The All Flakes lead the Exeter Chiefs as we look to get a first victory for one of these two sides here in Season 4. Well, Stuart Hogg, he has had a night to forget so far. He's kicking us back underway for the second half. High it goes. Very, very, very high. Ben Boggs picks it up for the All Flakes. He's in a bit of bother though. This could be a turnover. A very early turnover for the Exeter Chiefs. Now they look to attack again. 30-odd metres out and they've knocked it on. Well, that sums it up right there. Dakota jumps on it. And this will be a chance now. Back to the All Flakes. Parkhill running, finding Sammer Coop. Coop down the sideline. Sammer Coop chips it over the top. Kelly's there, Tommy's there, Bombs is there. There's plenty of numbers here in the black jersey, but it's turned back to Noel. Noel goes into midfield. Numbers for the Exeter Chiefs as they cut it out to the right-hand side. Kevin turns to the points. Ian Witten going for one more. Witten with one to beat. He's got Noel. Noel turning inside now. What a support play. Oh, the Exeter Chiefs turning on the style and turning it into points. What a fantastic try for the Chiefs. Harry Williams scores, but how did they keep this alive? I don't know. Turning to Coker inside and outside, but somehow they managed to finish the job. Ian Witten, Jack Noel, backed finally, and Harry Williams trundling down the middle of the park, waiting for a ruck. He gets the ball instead. Well, that is something special. That really is. And that puts them right back in this game now. The conversion coming in from Joe Simmons. And it's right in front. You wouldn't put him to miss it, and he does it. The lead is halved as a home team. Now back in this match now, 14-7. Well, that is food for thought for the All Flakes. And Sam McCoop returns back to halfway. The breeze slightly in favour of the Chiefs as up goes the kickoff. Simons Wells chasing hard. So is Davidson. He fans away one. Gets up to the 22. Great play from the scrum half there. 50 minutes in now. Tommy. The way to Kamana. The big number 8 saw a hole. Slow ball for Drew. Way to Fonity. He takes on the try scorer. Lose the ball as well. Big turnover now. No. Jack no onto Timmy line. Looks to take on Dakota. But it is Simons Wells from behind that turns him over. Here's Drew once more. Revelation. Isaac Drew. Here is a little bit of a run from Davidson. Not a bad one either from the scrum half. Friedlander gives to Streetwalker. Oh, look at the space. A huge space for Samo Cope. And this will be it surely now. The third try for the All Flakes. Should put this one beyond doubt. Well, the Chiefs' defence, it just could not keep up. There was some hard-hitting forwards in there from the All Flakes. And that drew the defence in. Look at all those players in tight to the ruck. Then it went out. And it went out to Samo Coop. He had support from Dakota, didn't need him. He just scoots all the way in himself. Look at all those forwards there. All those players just standing around waiting for the next hit up. Shady Streetwalker saw it. He didn't fall for it. He's seen the space out wide. And it didn't take too much width to find that man, Simo Coop, to fire the team home with the third try of the match for the All Flakes. The fourth overall, Exeter pulling on one of their own. It's down 19 points to 7. And Sarah Coop, pretty easy one for a man of his calibre, puts it over the uprights. And the scoreline extends now out to a 14-point lead for the All Flakes over the Exeter Chiefs. 21 points to 7. This looks like it could be now the first win of the season for the All Flakes with just 20 minutes still to play. Hogg gets us back underway with a deep kick down to Christian Catley. Fires to no one. Mark Tommy is support. Friedlander and Coop back to Parkhill. Commander. It's all that aims here in the back line. Wrigley to Streetwalker. Streetwalker down left hand side. He's got numbers on his left. Short to Simons Wells. And Liam Simons Wells will scoot down the wing. Comes up towards the uprights. Centres it best he can. But how about that? Numbers bulking down the left hand side. And the finisher, the last man to get the ball. That's what you want from your wingers, and that is what the All Flakes finally deliver. Samo Coop was on hand, but it was a brilliant piece of play from Liam Simons Wells. He's looked very good tonight, has had Catley as well. The two wingers proving their worth here for the All Flakes, and why this team is back-to-back champions. Plenty of speed out there, plenty of skill through the hands too of the big boys. Shady Streetwalker, he's one that took it up to the fullback. Drew that last defender, found the support of Drew. Drew got rid of the cover defence. And the finish, of course, Liam Simons Wells, very, very good finisher at this level. Samo Coop here with a chance to really put this one completely to bed. The easy conversion is over. And a 14-point lead becomes now a 21-point lead as the All Flakes pouring salt onto the wound of the Exeter Chiefs. This one is wearing down now. Just under 15 minutes to go, and it's been 2 tries in quick succession for the All Flakes as Max Parkhill finds a little bit of space close to the kickoff. Here's Davidson, a bit of a run here from Corey Davidson. His offload turn to Fonity, and they keep it alive through Bobs. Out to Wrigley. Wrigley's on Dakota. Dakota gives to no one, and Kelly has to make something of it. Christian Kelly down the right-hand wing now. Kelly to the corner. Tries to step back inside. And he's isolated by good defence there by the Chiefs. Here is Davidson again. Wrigley fires out to Dakota. Puts a little grubber kick through. Looking for Simons Wells again. They can't find him. And a bit of a counter-attack now from the Exeter Chiefs. Ends with Sam Hill. On his own 22 as we into the final 10 minutes. We can go from Nick
Not
White.
releasing.
Oh, what a penalty that is on Nick White. Wrapped up very quickly. The All Flakes defence up and over that ball. And nothing the former Wallaby could do about that. And the All Flakes, well, this is a change of the guard, isn't it? They want to secure this result, put points on the board, the bonus points in the bank, and why not too? Here is Samaku, Benitez spot right in front. And he pops it over. Another 3 for his tally as well. He's starting to get a bit of a build-up of points now. The All Flakes blow it out to 31 points to 7. This one's done. And we require 4 tries to the Exeter Chiefs if they're going to get back into the lead. They've only got 4.5 or 5.5 minutes to do it in. So it's a bit of a tall order as Wrigley. That's like Wrigley takes down the kickoff. No one wanting to help him out there. There's a little bit of a stalemate standstill. As Corey Davidson will pick it up down the short side before turning it back to his left foot and drilling it down to Stuart Hogg, who will run it back. And finds supportive Noel, who's given away a forward pass. And instantly the ball goes back to the All Flakes. Well, it's been a strong first half from the Exeter Chiefs, but it's fallen away well and truly.
Bind.
In the second 40 minutes, that is for sure.
Sit.
Just a couple of minutes remain. 31 to 7. The lead of 24 points. Here's Kamana looking to go down the short side. Finds it to Kelly. Kelly with one to beat. Kelly pops inside, but he's put in touch. A foot in touch as he looked for the offload. Good tackle, Stuart Hogg, but they won't mind the All Flakes because this one's all over. They've done more than enough here. A very, very capable second half display finds the All Flakes their first victory. It has been what can only be described as a blowout at full time as the All Flakes look for their first 5-pointer, their first 4-pointer, really their first anything but a losing bonus point. 31 points to 7, the full-time score, 4 tries to 1, as well as the penalty goal. It was Harry Williams with the 1 try that was converted by Joe Simmons. As for the All Flakes, it was 1 to Samara Cooper and 1 to Christian Catley, but it was probably the big man of the game, Liam Simeswells, with a double. Samara Cooper picked up 4 conversions and also the late penalty goal that really just put this one completely to bed. Well, let's take a little bit of a look at the stats from full time, and we can see the All Flakes really did dominate this fixture statistically. Overall, come full time on the scoreboard as well. Pretty much 70 to 30% possession. Territory was a nudge in their favour as well, but we saw at half time just how good the Exeter Chiefs were at making line breaks, but they couldn't turn them into enough points. As the game wore on, it evened up a little bit, but both sides had equal chances. The big letdown is that the All Flakes and Exeter have 8 line breaks, but yet it was 4 tries to just 1. The finishing ability certainly not up to standard for the Chiefs. 10 handling errors will be a bit of a concern for the All Flakes. Certainly wasn't their best game. They got flustered quite a lot, throwing around the ball in their own and goal. Really lucky not to concede more tries, but overall they've taken the win. They've got 5 points in the bank, and that should hopefully, for their sake, pump them up the table a little bit, the Exeter Chiefs. So dead last they were, and dead last they shall remain. So 5 points in the bank for the All Flakes. I mean, you see it here from round 4. We've had 3 matches now as well. The Saracens going down 25-17 to the Jaguares. Then we had, of course, the Exeter Chiefs 7, All Flakes 31. And then the third match of the round was quite a bit of a stunner. Clermont 12, Glasgow 11. That is a very, very intriguing game for round 4. Clermont picking up the win there by just a solitary point. Next up, we've got the Celtic Dragons versus the Pacific Toa. Then the Flakers will take on the Crusaders, and Toulouse will wrap up against Leinster. So how does that all transpire to the table? Well, we can see the All Flakes, well, unlucky for them, they've actually not moved at all. The Glasgow Warriors are playing the extra match as well, and that was a bonus point loss for the Glasgow side. So they've gone up to 7, whereas the All Flakes have only remained on 6. So 1 win, the 2 bonus points. It's a win and a draw for Glasgow and 2 losses as well. So amazingly, the All Flakes get a win, and they don't even move. That is quite remarkable. The Exeter Chiefs, though, for them, well, it's even worse because they were already last, but now their points differential is atrocious. Minus 85. It looks like it's going to be a long season for the Exeter boys unless they get some luck later on down the track. Next up is the big game for round 4. Celtic Dragons versus Pacific Toa. I hope to see you all there for that one. It's going to be an absolute cracker. Now we will get to see whether the Toa can extend this unbeaten run at the top of the table. 3 games, 3 wins, and they have played 2 of the 4 opposition subscriber sides already. This will be the 3rd, and they are almost clear with just AI games remaining after that. How about that possibility for the debutant team? The team naming will be coming up about 24 hours before this match goes live, so make sure you check that out to see who is going to be playing between the Dragons and the Toa. But for today, that is my time done. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. Big win for the All Flakes. They're finally on the board. Well done, All Flakes boys. We'll see you all in the next one. Until then, thanks for watching and take care.